Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Chad. Got a gameplay today with the Striker and the SVA. Striker got a buff in the most recent patch, and the SVA is just the absolute meta for primary weapons right now. So for story time, I'm going to talk about the time I was trapped in a Polish base for 9 months in the middle of winter back in 2017, 2018. And I mean, like, let me paint a picture for you guys. So we had to drive there from Germany. We had to do a road march. Once we got into Poland, like, we were one of the first units to like go to Poland and do a rotation there. So, I mean, they weren't really used to it yet. I mean, dude, we would go into these bridges that would say like death to Americans. Like it was definitely not a very welcoming like feeling when we first got there, but you know, we set up, we were at this like old base, I don't know, and it looked like an asylum, honestly. Food was kind of bad. Polish food in general is really good, but like we were on this base and it was not good food. So hopefully you guys have a good idea of like the vibe of the whole rotation. Everyone hated it. Like the majority of people did not like it. Me and the homies, we literally worked out like twice a day every day. We had to do some training here and there. I honestly, it was one of my favorite rotations, and I'm gonna tell you why. And mind you, we are not allowed to leave the base. Like we cannot leave. Like you will get in so much trouble for leaving. However, you can order food from restaurants and stuff. And we were ordering from this one restaurant, and I mean, they had everything. They had pizza, they had everything. They had so much stuff. So you would order through text and use Google Translate. You know, first time ordering food there, this woman shows up in this like really nice SUV, and she comes out, and I mean, she was beautiful. Like, wow. So, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I was just keeping it cool, being nice to her. We got the food, and that was it. Like, nothing happened. We go back to the room. I'm eating with all the homies, and a couple hours go by, and next thing I know, I'm getting this text from this unknown number, right? My first thought was, is this the woman from the restaurant? And it did end up being her. And she was like, hey, how was the food? Like, I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you know, just she's trying to chop it up. She knows what she wants, and she's going for it. And in my head, I'm just like, you know, my imagination and my thought process is like, is this really happening right now? And sure enough, it was happening, bro. You know, a few weeks go by, I keep ordering food from her. Like, I'm not an idiot. So I keep ordering food from her. Dude, and mind you, she's Polish. Like, she has this, like, insane accent when she would try to talk. I would always try to pay just, like, out of respect and stuff. And she would be like, no, baby, it's my restaurant. Like, you know, and, like, I'm just a 19-year-old kid. Like, dude, how am I supposed to react to this, right? So I want you guys to guess in the comments what you guys think her age is. And whoever gets it right, I'll let them know. But yeah, so I keep ordering food, and then eventually she would ask me about my friends. She was like really trying to get, you know, she would ask me about my friends and like, you know, if I was hanging out with my friends on the weekend or whatever. And she'd be like, oh, are they hungry too? Like, bro, I would tell the homies like, hey, you guys want pizza or what? And you know, I would always go get the food. I would go to the gate, and I would go to the gate and be like, hey, I'm just picking up my food. And I would just get in her car, and I would just spend the rest of the night with her for like, you know, I would just spend hours with her, and then I would come back with cold food. And eventually one of my homies was like starting to catch on, because like I would be like gone for hours, and then I would come back with cold food every time, like multiple times a week. Like, Chad, what are you doing? And so my homie kind of found out about it, but he's the homie for real. Like, and he kind of like kept it. He kind of like helped me out in a way with it. Like I could, you know, just like he would cover for me or whatever. And I mean, this woman ended up like falling in love with me, dude. She wanted to come back to the States with me. You know how, I'm sure you guys have heard multiple like stories about whatever. And obviously I'm not going to take her back to the States with me for multiple reasons. One, she was like twice my age, but she was beautiful, and I don't know. I mean, she would buy me gifts for Christmas. She would take me places, and then she took me back to her house, and I like put multiple clues together. I was like, oh wow, she's married. Like, this is. I found out about that, and then dude, her daughter was literally my age. I don't know. I had an amazing time in Poland, mainly because of this woman. Like, she did so much for me, dude, and everyone else is just hating their life at this, like, while we're on this rotation. And I'm just living it up, man. I loved it. If you guys want to ask any more questions about it, drop them in the comments. Yeah, I appreciate you guys vibing through the little story. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, basic training, other deployments, sniper school, whatever you guys want to talk about, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Finish your mission. Take them down. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT.